Every new moon brings a new month. Now you see, it's a great mechanism to use as a calendar.
Why are you working in the night?
Because we don't have much time before the rains come. Just a couple of days or so.
How do you know?
Well, the moon is almost finished waning. It's going to be next month soon. And the rains start next month.
But that still doesn't explain how we can find directions from the sky, does it? Well, why don't we take a walk? So many things in space. Asteroids, comets, other planets. The list is endless. Now, human beings have been fascinated with the content of the skies for centuries. We've been studying the stars in the sky for so long that we have charts and maps depicting where exactly each star would be if we look up from the Earth. Hey! That's the pole star! Look! So that's the only star in the sky that doesn't seem like it's moving. If you've ever seen a time-lapse video, it feels like the sky is moving in a circle. See? But the pole star, that one, seems like it's always in the same place. Now, this has fascinated us humans for so long that there's even a story about this star in Indian mythology. Indians call this star Dhruva in Sanskrit, which means constant or immovable. So the story goes like this.
There was once a king who had two wives, Suniti and Suruchi. Dhruva was Suniti's son and Uttama was Suruchi's son. Dhruva, being the eldest, was the heir to the throne and the king's favorite. He loved sitting on his father's lap. But that made Suruchi very jealous because she wanted her son on the throne. One day she shouted at Dhruva and forced him off his father's lap and forbade him to ever sit there again. Dhruva was heartbroken. He went to Suniti, his mother, and cried his heart out. His mother tried consoling him, telling him,
Don't worry, child. God will punish evil people and will take care of us.
But Dhruva wasn't satisfied.
Let me go ask him then.
So he left the palace, left the city, and went into the woods, looking for God. He spent a long time there, trying to find God, until he met the famous sage Narada. He asked the sage how to find God.
Let me teach you.
So Dhruva learned how to pray, and he started praying. His prayer was so intense that he lost himself and didn't move for a long time. Until finally, God came to him. I am impressed. What do you want, my child? But Dhruva was so overwhelmed by seeing God that he couldn't even say anything. But God, being pleased with his efforts and his virtue, told him, back to your kingdom and rule your lands. When you're done with this life, you will become a star, but a special star. All the other stars move in the sky, but you will be the only immovable star, the Dhruva Nakshatra.
It goes to show that this star has fascinated our ancestors for a long time. Now the reason for this is because all the other stars in the night sky keep moving from side to side. You would have seen time-lapse videos of stars making a circular trail in the sky. Like this. All the stars seem like they're moving. All except the pole star. That one. In the center. No matter where you are in the world, the pole star will always be in the same direction. North. That's why it's also called the North Star. It's right above the North Pole of the Earth. So you see, if you needed to find out which direction was north, you just have to find the pole star. But how do you find the pole star in the sky? With the help of the constellations, of course. But what are constellations, you ask? Let me explain. Constellations are clusters or groups of stars that make a recognizable pattern in the sky. We've given names to a lot of these patterns. I'm sure you know some of them. Like Orion. You must have noticed Orion in the sky. 3 stars, always in a straight line. See that? That's Orion's belt. And that's the rest of Orion. There, aiming his bow and arrow, ready to shoot. And that's Libra. That's supposed to be a balancing scale with 2 baskets connected through the handle. Did you know there's actually 88 constellations in total? That's how long we've been studying the skies. But let's go back to our original question. How do you find the North Star in the sky? Well, you look for Ursa Major. Yes, that's another constellation. Over there. It looks like a ladle, a long-handled spoon. You see the end of the ladle used to pick up things? That part of the constellation is made of 2 stars called Merak and Dubhe. Now, if you draw a line from Merak through Dubhe and beyond, you should hit a really bright star. That's the North Star or the Pole Star. And that direction is always going to take you north.
The stars are disappearing.
That's okay. You have the sun now.
Are you following me?
No, but you should follow the sun if you want to head to the city.
Of course. Now I'll never get lost anywhere. During the daytime, I can tell where I am by the location of the sun, because the sun always rises in the east. And in the night, I can just find Ursa Major, the spoon, then find the pole star, and then figure out which way is north.